Sunshine, the name of the game yet again today, and it lasts all week long. I'm at London Zoo, where it's time for the annual weigh-in. I'll be meeting some animals through the course of the morning. Favourite lives of the year, the big weigh-in at London Zoo. They weigh all the animals every year, put it on a big database, share it
to make sure that we can get all the correct weights. So this is Lannister, so we're going to see if we can get that closer for you. There we go. So we have to make sure that it's obviously on 0 before they go onto the scales.
This morning, good luck with that. So there's 64 penguins to weigh, and so far 0 have been weighed. But let me tell you, weather-wise today is looking like a cloudy start, but the skies will slowly brighten. Yes, grey first thing, but like the last few days, that cloud will lift and break, revealing some much-needed sunshine as we head through the afternoon. Not as warm as it was yesterday, which was around about, so sorry, there's a wrestling penguin on screen, around about 27 degrees yesterday. Today's top temperature around about 23 or 24 degrees, but those North Sea coasts with their onshore flow looking much cooler than it's been over the last few days.
Yeah, I think Lannister was right. I wouldn't want to share my weight with everyone on breakfast television in the morning. Laura, lovely, thank you so much.
Me either, you're right.
Yeah, we'll see you later.
We are at London Zoo this morning, and it is time for the annual weigh-in. So, Jessica, this is Alberta. Tell me, what are you doing? Why? And he's being very well behaved.
Yeah, she is. So this is our best year. We do lots of weigh-ins throughout the year, but they all go onto our database, which is the Zoological Information Management System. And that means that all the other zoos around the world can have a little look at the weights, and then we can get an average to make sure all of our animals here at the zoo are nice and healthy.
And how old is she?
She's 9 years old.
9 years old. Gorgeous. Thank you so much. Well, weather-wise this morning, it's actually a good-looking
While
start
most
to the
teenagers
day.
are staring at their
cloudy first thing this morning. We'll slowly see that cloud lifting and breaking, and it will reveal yet again, much like it did yesterday, a good-looking day. So first thing this morning with the clearest skies, it is a little bit chilly through western areas, but many of us starting off fairly cloudy, and many of us starting off fairly mild as well. Now, as we head through the day, like as I said, that cloud will lift and break, revealing that much-needed sunshine as we head through the afternoon. And temperature-wise, perhaps not quite as warm as it was yesterday. We're talking 23 or 24 degrees, not the 27 degrees we had through Scotland. But let's take a look at our 7-day outlook to see what our temperature trend continues to do. Well, for Scotland, Northern Ireland and for northern areas of England, temperature-wise, they are sitting around about average, not as high as it's been over the last few days, turning a little bit cooler as we head into next week. Looking at our percentage chance of rainfall, high pressure dominates, and it remains relatively low, just the odd chance of rain or drizzle with thicker cloud at time. For southern areas of the UK, Scotland, Northern Ireland, and for England and Wales away from the north of England, well, temperature-wise, again, we sit around about average, a little cooler than it's been over the last few days, and percentage chance of rainfall, again, remains relatively low. So lots of fine weather, lots of sunshine, and that lasts as we head through the bank holiday weekend and into next week as well. I just realised that the owl has been chirping through that entire broadcast. Been very well behaved. Enjoy the sunshine. And talking of posing, the meerkats are on display here this morning because they're having pellets first thing this morning, and then when they lose interest in those, they'll get mealworms. Ooh, tasty breakfast. Weather-wise, you just had Andy talking about how it's a little damp and drizzly this morning. There's cloud around first thing. The cloud is fairly thick in places, particularly through central southern areas, and it's thick enough already just to give the odd spot of rain or drizzle in the air. But as we head through the day, that cloud will lift and thin and break, and as it does so, it will reveal some sunshine. Now, overnight last night, a weak weather front swept across the UK. It didn't bring much cloud with it or rain, but it brought with it a change in air mass, so a slightly cooler day ahead. Not as warm as the 27 degrees we saw in Scotland yesterday, making it the warmest day for August so far. Temperature-wise today, we're talking 23 or 24 degrees, but cooler along those North Sea coasts. Animals where they are, and it helps to age them as well, and this happens every single year, and every single one of these animals we weighed during the course of the day today. Oh, it's so cute. Weather-wise, it is actually looking like another pretty decent day for many of us. Lots of fine weather, lots of sunshine after what is a fairly cloudy start. So yes, grey skies first thing this morning. That cloud has been thick enough to give the odd spot of rain or drizzle in the air. Won't amount to very much, but as we head through the day, the cloud will lift and break, revealing some sunshine. The best of any brightness through southern and more northern areas. Through eastern areas, the cloud is thick enough to produce a few scattered showers as we head through the day. And with an onshore flow, so winds coming from the sea onto the land through eastern areas of England, those temperatures pegged back into high teens at best, but elsewhere with some sunshine, we're looking at 20 to 23 degrees. You nailed it, Andy. Yeah, no heat wave on the way, but lots of fine weather around. And I say good morning to you from London Zoo, where the keepers are doing the big weigh-in. It happens once a year, Every single animal is weighed, and here this morning the penguins are being coaxed onto the scales with fish. Yes, they'll do anything for fish, and they have a lot of animal, thousands of them to weigh throughout the course of the day right here across London Zoo. And it all goes into a database and it's shared around the world to help people find out more about animals. But weather-wise, more on Andy's forecast, is that yes, fine weather dominates, and fine means largely dry with some decent spells of sunshine. It may be fairly cloudy where you are to start this morning, but that cloud will lift and break as we head through the day, revealing some sunshine. It may stay pretty grey for some more eastern areas today. That's where we may see a few scattered showers around, but in some sunshine today, not quite as warm as it was yesterday. We got to 27 in Scotland, 23 or 24 our top temperature, but the winds are coming in off the sea towards eastern coast. That will take those temperatures back to maybe 18 or 19 at best.